Hi, I've got an interesting question today. What are the best rapport techniques? And this actually threw me for a second. So, I mean, why do you need a rapport technique? Because when you're with a new client, you've already spoken with them for half an hour, 45 minutes during the diagnostic call or the strategy call. So this had me kind of scratching my head for a while because during that call, you have a conversation. You ask the potential client how they are, how you can help them, what the problem is, all that kind of stuff. So before you've actually seen the client for the first session, you've built rapport. The other thing is, I don't like rapport techniques. They seem very fake, very false. Why do you need them? You're a human being, not an automaton. You know how to talk to people. So what is difficult about building rapport? Perhaps if you're not seeing the client before the first session, then I get it because you've got a complete stranger sitting in front of you or, face to face on camera and you don't know anything about them. This is why I would strongly recommend you have some kind of situation, setup call, strategy call, diagnostic call, whatever you want to, give a name to it. You must do this before you see the client for the first session because then you get a good handle on who that person is. You can actually see if you've actually built rapport. Is there any animosity still left? Is there any animosity that's been built up? Are there any kind of disagreements? Is there any kind of uneasiness, unawareness, discomfort on the potential client's part? It's your job as a hypnotherapist to allay your client's worries and fears and concerns before you start working with them. Because if you don't do it then, how the hell are you going to have a really good first session? You have to spend most of the time allaying those fears and calming the client and getting them to understand that they're in a safe environment. Do this before the first session. Get to know the client a little bit, get to understand what their concerns are. In fact, even before you do the strategy call, you should be allaying those fears. You should be talking to the client via your social media. Every time you post or do a live, you're building rapport with potential clients. You're telling them about what you do, what your speciality is, and how you do that kind of thing. They're getting to know you. They're getting to actually see you on camera. They're getting to understand where you come from, what you believe in, what you don't believe in, what your thoughts are, what your views are. This is why we go live on social media. This is why we post content on social media. Not to look good, not to appear to be great or wonderful, anything silly like that. It's so that potential clients can see us, can decide whether or not they like us and whether or not they want to trust us and whether or not they want to work with us. This is the first step. Then they book onto a strategy call. You can kind of get to meet them yourself for the first time and ask those questions we've just mentioned. So you do not need rapport building techniques. Do the rapport building using your content. Do the rapport building during the strategy call. Do not use any techniques. They're fake and false. And if you start using them before you become accomplished with them, it becomes so obvious that you're trying to build rapport and it just doesn't look good. I'm actually running an ACH course at the back end of April. If you're interested, drop me a line. If you've got any questions about hypnosis, hypnotherapy, or advanced conversational hypnotherapy, just ask. I'm here to help. Have a wonderful day and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye now.